Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to modern audiences. Your discretion is advised.
That's all going to still be the same. This is like a side bet, so to speak.
Okay, so Mr. Tony is explaining the Steiner math to you.
Exactly. Thank you. Did I mention this is our season finale?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to make sure. All right, so now...
And next week will be our season premiere.
And next week is our season premiere. Yep. Yeah. Don't ever take over like that again. So.
Because right now, all the gosh darn titles are in one gosh damn story.
What the hell happened?
This AJ Styles took over.
He just got hit with the AJ Styles stick, man. I want to see Sonya Deville. Sonya Deville.
You know that Sonya Deville over there? You know, you got that AJ Styles.
I just got hit with the AJ Styles book.
Here's your headline.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Wrestling POV. I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with Mimi Goody. And the third wheel, Rick Serrano the third.
Hey, people.
And
Miguel must have turned off my mic again.
Yeah, I did. And what the hell is he called? The intern, Miguel Cole.
Hello, how's everybody doing? Screw you, Tony.
So for those of you that don't know, this is the season finale of Wrestling POV. At 189, the season finale.
It's a long ass season.
That's a long season. So that doesn't mean, I'm not saying that, we're not doing this anymore.
Oh, my children.
This is just a season finale. So I don't, we're going to keep going. It's just a season finale.
Next week's season premiere?
See, next week is the season premiere. See, if you gave me 2 more seconds, I would have said that myself. But also,
as long as our season, we'll be here all day.
That's true. But no, this is our season finale, folks. And I don't know why. I just don't know why we picked this number. But speaking of season finales, there's a lot of things that happen that's going to be happening. Next week, we have the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view points game. But not just that, we have the debut of AEW. We have NXT 2 straight hours on USA to be competition with them. We have Impact now going on Tuesdays. And I believe Thursdays is open, right? Or is it somebody?
Thursdays, NXT UK.
Is it NXT UK? Well, look at that. NXT UK. And then you got Friday, we got SmackDown. And then it's crazy. But not only that, though, what I just realized, too, is that AEW's pay-per-view runs on a Saturday. They don't want to run it on Sundays anymore. They want to run it on a Saturday. So just imagine having 7 straight days of wrestling. That's just too much.
It's disturbing.
Yeah.
Not to mention, Saturdays is MLW and New Japan.
Yeah.
So it's just like...
So not only are we getting into a lot of wrestling, but so is the guys over at Wrestling POV Global. And if you listen to those guys' show, they mentioned that it's a friendly competition, I guess. Because they're going to be covering AEW. We're going to be covering NXT as usual. But you know how we normally do our point system here. So we're basically going to do that with them. Just to because I'm curious to know the battle between AEW and NXT. And we're going to that's going to be a separate tally. But they're going to keep their own tally with AEW and what they cover. We're going to keep our, the things are going to still be the same with us. With NXT, Raw, and SmackDown, that's all going to still be the same. This is like a side bet, so to speak.
Okay, so Mr. Tony is explaining the Steiner math to you.
Exactly. Thank you. Finally, somebody gets it. Jesus. That's fucked up.
Steiner math DS.
Yeah. All right, so basically, like I said, that's going to be like a little side bet. So on Thursdays, those guys' show comes out, right?
Yes,
on
sir.
Thursday. So on Thursday, when their show is out, they're going to be covering AEW. They're going to give their own point system on AEW, and then of course on Saturday when we cover NXT, we're going to give our own point system and then compare it to AEW's and see who's winning the war on that. So is that clear? Did that make that clear?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Or do you want me to explain it again?
No.
All right, so
Trying to
let's
shorten the show.
I know, right? We try and we just keep babbling on like women. All right, so now
He's talking
all
French
right,
again.
so now we got the Facebook poll, which, you know what, and this happened, this was a happy accident, I'm assuming. There was a lot. Also, the hot tag news, we ended up getting two of them. One of them last minute from our correspondent overseas, Matt Novak, who he's been quiet lately. Did he even play the last game?
The thing is, he had another kid.
He had
played
another
the game.
kid?
Yeah, he had the second kid, and he's working on the third.
He's working on it. Jesus. Matt. We keep telling him to wrap it up, and he's like, nope.
He's a Mormon. He can't wrap it up.
Nope. All right. All right, so let's just go straight into the Facebook poll and hater comment of the week. Now, Rick, you posted this one up. Did I mention this is our season finale?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to make sure. All right, so now...
And next week will be our season premiere.
And next week is our season premiere. Yep. Yeah. Don't ever take over like that again. So. All right, so what was I? I lost myself.
See.
Oh, no. All right, I got
Hater
it. All right, so hater... No, just don't hate. We didn't even start the poll yet. All right, so now, Rick, you posted this one. What do you want more to happen? The Riot Squad back together or splitting up Fire and Desire? Now, why'd you post this up, by the way?
All right, I'll tell you why. Because I was watching Monday Night Raw, and I noticed that the women's tag team champ and Bayley and Sasha are having a match. They have a little thing going back and forth, a little rivalry that's building up.
Right.
You got Sasha and Becky having a rivalry. So basically, all of the women's titles are in one bundle. Where are all the other women's wrestlers at during this time?
That's true.
You know-
Where's Naomi, by the way?
Yeah, exactly.
She's
you got
kinda
the Riot
disappeared.
Squad who are separated because Ruby Riot's out. So do you want them to come back? Or do you want three separate women together? You know, or
Right.
do you want Fire and Desire to split up and stop being a tag team and now give them a singles run and give more stories to more women? Because right now, all the gosh darn titles are in one gosh damn story.
What the hell happened?
This AJ Styles took over.
He just got hit with the AJ Styles stick, man.
It was just a flabbergastery.
Flabbergastery. Is that even a word?
Flabbergastery.
That's not even a word.
It was a totalitarianism kind of spectrumism.
All right, now you're confusing me.
He's a hood
Opposite of the
AJ Styles.
diameter of the radius.
Of the Reyes. He went from science to a Spanish last name. All right, well, here's what I think. Now, from what I've been reading is that Liv Morgan is going under a change. What changes it? I don't know. Is it going to still be pertaining to Riot Squad? I don't know. Is it going to be pertaining Bray Wyatt? Is she going to be one of the characters from that? I don't know. But a change is coming. Sarah Logan has expressed her hate of being on the main event. And she looks like she lost a lot of weight. Did you see her?
Yeah, she did.
Chasing
Yeah,
after Carmella? That was interesting. So, I mean, for me, Ruby can be fine without them. Does she need them? No, because she can do it without them. But it still works with them. So for me, if I were to vote, I would vote definitely Riot Squad back together. Fire and Desire, I think they are going to split up. Only because, for some reason, Vince McMahon thinks that Mandy Rose reminds him of All Red Everything. What the fuck's her name again?
Eva Marie.
Eva Marie.
Well, Eva Marie. Let's get that straight.
No. So, you know, it's so he sees something in her that reminds her of Eva Marie. I don't know why,
It's
because
more of a Trish Stratus thing.
do you think?
I think
I don't
it's more
think
of a
so.
Trish
I think
Stratus.
it's more of an Eva Marie because listen to the music. It sounds so much like Eva Marie's. Her attitude is so much like Eva Marie's. The only difference is Mandy Rose can wrestle, Eva Marie can't. There, I said it. So I think, that vision that Vince McMahon had with Eva Marie, he wants to do it with Mandy Rose. So I would go Riot Squad back together. All right, Mimi, what do you think?
Split them all up.
Like there's not enough women?
Yeah.
All right, so now Rick, what do you think?
I mean, for me, I don't think the other two women can sustain a career without Ruby Riott. I think the Riot Squad needs to be together. I enjoyed it when they worked together. Mm-hmm. I honestly think Mandy Rose is the cat's meow. I think she's got it all. She has the athleticism and everything, and she can stand alone. And I think Sonya Deville as well can stand on her own. I would love to see Sonya Deville go to Raw.
I want to see Sonya Deville. Sonya Deville.
That's Sonya Deville over there. You got that AJ Styles.
I just got hit with the AJ Styles book.
It's just spreading everywhere right there. That gator juice or something, you know what I'm saying?
Damn, I thought I could do it. Couldn't do it. Son of a bitch. All right. So now, Sonya Deville. Oh, my God. I want to see her as a mega heel. She needs to kick it up a notch. Just like AC. Oh, my God. You know what? I'm fucking done. Who's AC Evans?
Over there? AC Evans. Ace Slater cousin. AC Evans.
No, AC Evans. Yes, that's right. Holy fuck, man. Jesus. Lord and Cardi B. Anyway, you know what? No, I mean, just like Lacey Evans, she's been kicking it up a notch with her heelism. I think Sonya Deville needs to do that if she's going to go on her own. Because honestly, Mandy Rose, her attitude fits her character. You know what I'm saying? So she needs to just stay where she's at and just keep going with it. Do the chicken shit thing here and there, but also be an ass kicker in the ring because she can wrestle. She's improved a lot. So I give her that much.
I disagree, though. I think Sonya Deville. I think Sonya Deville for sure needs to be a babyface, and she could be a top babyface. I think her attitude. I think she could lift up the charisma a little bit, especially with the whole LGBTQ thing and the elemental P. I think she could get a good following behind her.
No, but the thing is, though, I think in order for that to happen, I think Mandy Rose has to really beat the shit out of her, like a big time betrayal. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be something so big that then Sonya Deville can be that mega, but it's got to be something big.
Yeah,
I don't think her going straight into a babyface, I don't think it's going to work. It's going to be a long process.
I think it can work if you have her get drafted separately to Raw, and then she comes and saves somebody. She comes and saves Ember Moon from Lacey Evans, and then Lacey Evans. You could put her to work with Lacey Evans, and that would be really good, I think. Mm-hmm. With that whole back and forth, and they're both big women too. So
they are, but I just think with her, I think something big needs to happen with her because if you notice, there's times where like when that one scene, the segment where Mandy Rose was handing out the magazines, and you can see in Sonya Deville, she was just like, "Hey, we got a match, and you're doing this. Come on, man, let's go." So I think something big needs to happen because she's already showing signs of a baby face, but it's just I think something big needs to happen to where people be like, "Damn, man, she got fucked up." You know what? Let's do it up. Yeah. All right. Martin Kerslake, top fan, just became a top fan. He goes, "I miss Ruby." All right. Well, not what we were asking, but okay. Now Todd Lang, he said, "Who gives a shit about either one?" Damn.
That sounds like a hater right there.
I believe so. We didn't ask it like that. Jesus. All right, Chuck Miller, he says, "Neither. I want the Iconics to get more TV time, and by more TV time, I don't mean Billie Kay chasing Carmella for the 24/7 title." All right. Hey, she's got kind of a point.
Tony, if that was to happen, they did get more TV time. You know what it'd be, right?
It will be...
Iconic!
Wow, we were so off on that.
Yeah, oh God. Editing is going to have a hard time with that one.
That was terrible. Anthony Milano, he said, "Fire and Desire shouldn't split, and the Riot Squad should be back together. Having 5 singles makes no sense. You know you won't all get the same attention. Chris Pero, Tero. He said, Fire and Desire is annoying.
Pero.
Not what we were asking.
So is your name.
So is your name, exactly. All right, we got other polls to cover, so I'm just going to go straight on to it. What?
I was going to say, Todd Lane is a hater.
But there's other ones. So now, the final was 71% went Riot Squad back together. 29% went Fire and Desire. Interesting. So, there you go, Rick. Now you know. All right. So now, then I posted up a picture.
Knowing is half the bottle.
Half the bottle? What kind? Tequila?
You know what I'm saying?
The whiskey.
I think we all got hit with the AJ Styles book. Holy jeepers and creepers. So now, I posted a picture and I said, who is this wrestler? My God. Because I thought it was quite funny when I saw it. Actually, it was somebody posted on a different site. And it said, wrestlers who are bald now that had hair back then. So this person is bald right now. Jazzy J says Ricochet. Ephraim Longoria, he says Sasha Banks.
The Milkman.
The Milkman, yeah. Conrad Newton said Ricochet. Aaron Pumpko, he said kind of looks a male Bailey, but yeah, it's Ricochet. Todd Lang, didn't he say isn't he the one that said okay.
He's nominated for Hater Con.
Yeah, well, he said Braun Strowman. Rob Campbell said Prince Puma. Adam Bruton said Ricochet. Now TJ Logan, he said Sasha Banks. Sima.
Who got the keys to my bima?
He said Goldberg. Russell McBride said Alicia Fall. All right, so the correct answer is Ricochet. That is Ricochet before he went bald. So I had to put it up because I knew that somebody was going to be goofy about it. All right. So now,
shout out to Manny Gaddison because that's who I thought it was.
All right. So now, the one thing before I go on to the other breaking news, as we saw on the Facebook page, you guys remember Samu? He was part of the Wild Samoans back in the day. He's going under. He's getting a liver transplant. Wow. Happened Friday night. He went 13 hours. Lance Anoa'i is his son. He was just on Raw when they did that segment where Shane wanted to beat up a Anoa'i family member. Yeah. Lance became that. But that's his son. And there's a GoFundMe page to help him with the medical bills. And as a lot of guys know, especially the ones in the business, when you're in the business, there's no really retirement plan. There's no really medical plan. There's nothing like that. I mean, a lot of people are thankful that JBL came into the picture because he showed them how to save your money, what to do. This is how you invest and this and that. So that way you can have a lot of money for when you do decide to retire, because wrestling is a physical sport and does a lot of damage to your body. So, we all know back in the day, it wasn't really like that. You went for money, you try to get as much money as you can to support your family, and it happens. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of people are like questioning, why all of a sudden these wrestlers putting out GoFundMe accounts? That's because that's the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we posted a link on our Facebook page. If you want to donate, go ahead, just click on that link and help a brother out. So
liver transplant?
Yes.
I could have sworn he would have gotten salmonella first.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my Lord.
Unreal. And if we have him on the show, Miguel, stay the fuck out. So then, all right. So then, of course, the breaking news. Did you want to say this for your news? That part of it? Because there was some comments about it.
No. What breaking news?
Breaking news. Johnny Mundo, a.k.a. Johnny Wrestling, a.k.a. Was he ever called Johnny Wrestling?
Yes.
He was? All right. Johnny Mundo, Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Lucha,
Survivor,
Johnny everything else except Gargano, formerly known as John Morrison. And he was Johnny Mundo in Lucha, right? Yeah. He has signed a deal with the WWE. He's coming back, y'all. All right. Yeah.
Slow motion thing.
Nothing.
I mean, where do you see him, man?
He's still fit, you know?
No, I know he's fit. But where do you see him going?
You look at him compared to his partner there, it looks like shit. Mm-hmm. You know? I mean, he's recovering well. You know, he went through a lot of shit. So, Josh Sanders said, he said, let's see if they can do wrong with him again. I said, I don't think so. He left in good terms. Why would they fuck with him? You know what I'm saying?
Well, he had the whole thing with Melina. He left because Melina.
Right. Well,
that's
she's not there, so.
She should be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Thabo Rapiri, he says, welcome back. Daniel Fry said he does not need NXT. I respond to him. I said, dude, he's not going to NXT. Why would he go to NXT? My God.
If he was to, though, he can carry that show on his
And he very well can. He very well can. And I'm just curious, where are they going to put him? What spot is he going to do? He can do it all, in my opinion. Is he going to come back as a babyface? Is he going to come back as a heel? Is he going to go back after the Intercontinental Championship? We don't know.
Him and the Miz got to go at it.
Oh yeah.
Well, him and Shinsuke too. I think that's why I said that. You know, come on, man. I know what I'm talking about.
Wow.
Cameron Logan Gage, he says again. Jonathan Andrew Gumar, he says, wow, and he also said he sucked.
What?
Yeah. James Chris, he says, I always loved him back in the day and thought he was going to win the 2010 Royal Rumble and go on to WrestleMania and have a Shawn Michaels versus Bret Hart moment against CM Punk for the World Heavyweight title. Alan Comanche, he says, Impact, Nitro, or Morrison. So pretty much what we were talking about. Eddie Sierra says, damn, I was hoping he would go to AEW. Vince J, he says, the man is one of the best technical wrestlers. He will bring more excitement back to WWE. He's ultra talented. He should get a huge push. I would have loved to have seen him in AEW though. It's like, come on, not everybody belongs in AEW, so cut the shit out.
Yeah, no. He can get a good run.
Cut the shit. All right, so that's all I have for our polls and our comments and our posts and everything else. So, hater comment goes to, what's his name again?
Todd Lang.
Todd Lang. So,
all right, Todd Lang, hater alert.
Fucker. You follow us, though, so keep listening.
Yeah, keep following. Yeah.
All right, so with that being said, we still got a lot more with the wrestling news from around the world. Take it away, Rick.
All right, before we do that, let's get into some birthdays. All right, one half of the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka, turns 38 years old.
38?
38.
Holy shit, wow.
Yeah. Oh. So, yeah.
The Japanese don't age.
Yeah, no.
Is that right?
There was, no, I have it. Ready?
No.
Ready? The Asians don't raisin.
Wow.
Listen, you know what? You guys are just not ready for it. By 2021, that joke is going to be everywhere.
Oh, gross.
Okay.
All right, the second half of the Kabuki Warriors, Kairi Sane turns 31.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. That was her voice, actually. And that was her laugh. Matt Hardy turns 45 years old.
45?
Yeah.
Holy shit. All right.
He looks 55.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Stephanie McMahon turns her bra size 43.
She still looks good.
All right. And speaking of Sonya Deville turns 26 years old.
How old?
26.
Damn, she's got a long way to go.
I know.
Do it up.
Do it. Do it
right.
All right. Well, hey, we're not saying she has to do that because she's gay or anything, okay? There's anything wrong with that. But if she did it, I mean, all right. It is now time for the wrestling news from around the world. So John Morrison's returning to beat
you to it, punk.
Rusev has become an American citizen.
Get the fuck out of here, really?
Yeah.
Wow, go Rusev. It's your birthday again.
And a couple of days ago, it was Rusev Day's anniversary 2 years ago.
Was it really?
Yeah.
2 years ago?
Oh, yeah. 2 years already.
It's been 2 years with that shit?
Yeah.
Wow.
Rusev Day.
Rusev Day.
Speaking of plummeting, NXT's
damn.
ratings on USA dropped from 1.179 million to 1.006 million.
Wow. It's going to
Should
drop
they be
even
worried?
more. Well, when we get more into NXT later on the show, I don't know. We got to see with AEW, you know?
Yeah. All right. Well, commentary teams are out.
Yeah.
SmackDown is getting Michael Cole, Corey Graves, and Renee Young.
Wait, who's getting that?
SmackDown is getting Michael Cole, Corey Graves, and Renee Young.
Okay.
So basically, the Raw team is going to SmackDown.
Yeah, pretty much.
NXT staying the same with Mauro Ranallo, Beth Phoenix, and Nigel McGuinness. And
They can't change those three.
no, you can't.
No,
I really
no.
enjoy them.
Mauro-
Beth Phoenix is really good.
She's getting better. There's times where, you know, she commentates as a fan, but
Yeah.
it's like I really want to see or hear more of a wrestler, you know, with her knowledge and shit.
See,
you know?
I like the part that she commentates as a fan.
I mean, I'm
That's
not
what
saying
interests-
there's anything
that's
wrong
why I
with it.
say
It's
they
just
can't get rid of
she's
her.
starting to do it more so. You know what I'm saying? I don't want her to be like how Renee Young is. You know what I'm saying? Like
She's better than Renee.
I think so too. But I'm just saying she's starting to her actions are starting to be like Renee Young.
Oh
know?
yeah, take it. The former wrestler wants to hear more from former wrestlers. Surprise, surprise.
Damn right.
And now here's the Raw team, and this is completely haberdasherous, flabbergastorous.
You know what it is.
What is it?
It's fucking churlish.
It damn sure is.
It is churlish.
Yes,
Did I
it
say?
is.
Did I mention this is our season finale?
It is.
Yeah.
It belongs in the turlet.
It belongs in the Charlotte, not the season finale though.
No.
Be sure to tune in next week to our season premiere.
Please, our season premiere is
Season
next
2,
week. It really is.
episode 190.
Sons of bitches. Approaching
All right.
200.
Raw has Vic Joseph, Dio Madden. Who Dio Madden, former NFL player. Child, who the hell? Dio Madden? It sounded like it's some kind of mustard. Can I get some Dio Madden on my sandwich?
Who that at my door?
I got Dio Madden at your door.
Who the hell is that?
That's
I'm
just
trying
my
to look
baby
through the
daddy.
screen.
Hell,
I
I
can't
got
see.
hit with the HS Styles book on this song, bitch. Somebody better hit the SAP button.
That Dio
Somebody
Madden
hit
coming with that
that
Mountain
button
Dew.
on this song, bitch. I don't know who the hell that is. Who is that?
A former NFL player.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Somebody hit the
Turn wrestler.
NFL button on this song, bitch.
And Jerry Lawler.
Oh, Jerry's back.
For a limited time.
I was
For a
going to say,
limited
yeah,
time.
Jerry, he's only, apparently he's going to, yeah. Not
Yo.
too long.
Byron Saxton. Let me say this clearly. Byron motherfucking Saxton
You're doing it right.
needs a job. He needs a job.
There you go.
He needs a job.
But not only that, man, I like him as a commentator. You know what I'm saying? He does really, really well, surprisingly. You know what I'm saying? And of course, he's a friend of ours. You know,
Good friend of the show.
I don't know if I mentioned this before, but he FaceTimed Rick Serrano III
It's true.
from a wrestling show.
Yeah, I mean, I was naked.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was kind of odd because so was Miguel. So, so I don't know what was going on.
It was on a
I didn't
Sunday.
think you saw that.
It was on a Sunday. Yeah, that's true. So, I don't know what was going on. Don't want to know what's going on.
Tom Phillips is gonna get a producer role apparently.
Yeah, and that's the other
Everybody's a
person-
goddamn producer now.
I know, right? They're like pissed off about it too. A lot of people, you know. So he's good.
Mickey James commentates for Main Event.
Yeah,
He's been doing that.
That was a test run they were doing. See how good she was doing, and of course, she ended up getting a producer role.
Is she gonna replace Jerry? Is that
She
it?
might.
They're gonna have a woman on each show.
Yeah. I think that's where that's where it looks like. So.
Oh, so they is definitely gonna sound like AJ Styles over there. You got Mick James up there with Daisy Dukes on, talking about the flannel shirts and stuff like that, and talking about her tatas coming out, stuff like that.
What the fuck?
No.
Wow.
I gotta put down this Mountain Dew.
Put the Mountain Dew down, god dang.
Put down the
Hey, listen, if Mountain Dew wants to sponsor the show, I mean, we just finished the longest season in the history of seasons.
It's
it
true.
is our season finale right now.
189 episodes. I mean, come on, guys. You guys got to give us some kind of props. You know?
Edge has formally retired from the podcast game. Guys,
Really?
we're stepping up. We're stepping up,
That's
man.
it. We just took over.
Edge has formally retired from the ENC Podcast of Awesomeness, leaving Christian by himself. Rumor has it that he's trying to get back in the ring. So that is like Josh Sanders' wet dream right there.
I think he just fainted. He's like,
How are you gonna do this to Christian? Christian, I love Christian, but you ain't shit without Edge, bro. I still think he's better than Edge, but he ain't shit without him.
Oh, really?
There ain't no Edge and Christian without Edge.
That's true.
My God.
Mr. Rick, didn't you put in a resume for that show? Shut the hell up.
My God.
Listen, guys, I mean, it's time for rumors.
Oh, okay,
Time
sure.
for
Let's get
rumors.
straight out to rumors. Fox, apparently they want Bray Wyatt on SmackDown, but he will likely.
Not gonna happen.
That's not going to happen. Yeah, he's going to more than likely stay on Raw. And see, this is the biggest issue I have with this, all these changes and wrestling itself, not just WWE, going into these networks, because then all of a sudden these guys think they have control and they want to control the product. And it's like, no, dude. Vince has been doing this for fucking years. And what's really getting me upset is just the simple fact that these guys, when they say they want something, lately Vince has been like, okay, sure, I'll do it. You want Brock on SmackDown? Okay, I'll send him there. He didn't sound like that. He was like, yeah, sure, why not? More like that.
Yeah, get him off a rock.
And obviously, look what's happening next Friday night. It's going to be on SmackDown. But this is the thing I've been saying. They don't know, how to run a wrestling show. You know what I'm saying? No, there's never been in the history of wrestling been a producer or somebody that runs a certain network ever ran a wrestling show in their life. Ted Turner, and look what happened with him. Couldn't handle it. Couldn't handle it. I'm sorry, he just couldn't, and ends up selling it. You know
what? Fox better watch it too, because Braun Strowman was in the booth for a baseball game, and Keith Olbermann was like, "Really?
Yeah.
This is what we're doing now?"
Yeah.
And then at a football game, Rey Mysterio. Yeah, you're comparing him to Nacho Libre? Are you serious? Like, you need to talk to your producers over there at Fox and be like, "Yo, you guys need to promote our show as if it's a legit sport. I don't care what you guys believe, if you like it or not.
Yep.
Do it." And as a lot of employees at Fox News, they say anything. So just say that wrestling is good.
Yeah. And the one that I can't stand, who's a sports analyst, is Joe Buck.
Oh, God.
But
He's the worst.
No, he is the worst, but you know what? He has not said anything derogatory towards WWE.
No.
Yeah, I mean, derogatory, Dan. He definitely didn't say, he didn't say derogatory or derogatory.
That was an AJ Styles with me, all right? He said derogatory. You fuckers. But you know what I'm saying? He hasn't. He's been like saying, hey, these guys are coming up and da-da-da, on Fox or whatever. So I'm like, okay, So he's been doing all right. So, all right. Go ahead. What else you got?
Right.
Oh, no, that's me.
Yeah.
All right, so last but not least, obviously we already mentioned it, though. There's been some talks of Mickie James working as a producer for WWE. And she already gotten the gig, so happy for you.
Yeah.
That's all I got for rumors. Rick, what do you got for injury?
All right, Elias set to return late October. So he's going to be doing some vignettes, like he's been doing on SmackDown. He'll be back in late October with the ankle injury.
Oh, okay. All right. Well.
Yeah, that's all I got for injury.
All right, so let's go on to the hot tag news, baby.
Tag me in, Tony!
All righty. Well, you're supposed to tag me in because I'm the one announcing it. So now,
all right, you got the hot tag.
Here we go. Now, this one, it's been on the people's minds lately, and this one is about. That's
creepy.
It is very, very creepy. That happened like that week ago. The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, winning the Universal title. Is it too soon for him to get the title, and will it hurt him? So what does everybody think of that? It's like, Rick, you go first, and okay. I'll start reading some of the comments, what people think.
All right, I'm going to tell you right now, 1,000,000% I am behind The Fiend. I absolutely adore this character. I love the back and forth between Bray Wyatt and The Fiend. Give him the goddamn belt, okay? Yeah. And I'm going to tell you why right now. Because look at Braun Strowman. Cannot win a title for his life. And they waited so long. No, it's not his time. He has to be a monster. You can't just give him the belt right away. Now people are just saying, don't even give it to him because we know he's not going to win.
Right.
Don't do that to Bray Wyatt and The Fiend. Give him the belt. In the early days with The Undertaker, yeah, I know he won it on like his first day against Hulk Hogan. But after that, he didn't win it again until like WrestleMania 13 or whatever against Sid or Diesel or whatever it was. That was a long time, and then Undertaker started winning titles later on in his career.
Right.
The fact of the matter is, at the end of the day, this business is about winning titles. I understand everybody's like, yeah, he doesn't need the title. You got people like Matt Morgan saying that, oh, he doesn't need the title. Don't put the title on him. No, give him the title. I hear other people say, oh, Bray should get it and burn it. No, that is the most most cherishable thing that they have. It's the most cherishable thing in the business. That's what everybody works hard for. So give him the belt. Let him do what he wants with it, and let him stop. Don't let him stop anybody.
Just cherish him.
He's unbelievable right now.
We got hit with the AJ book so hard.
Oh my God, yes.
Got to cherish her.
Tony's over here drinking beer.
I'm not. It's strawberry pineapple.
Listen, people, put strawberry and pineapple juice together. I assure you, it doesn't look like pee.
It's like this.
But anyway, Bray Wyatt, give him the belt. It's not too soon. If you do not give it to him now, you're never gonna give it to him because people are gonna say, "Oh, don't give it to him because he's much better without it." Let him be the monster that we all know he can be.
Yeah, and the thing is that he's better without it, in my opinion. And the reason why is because because then how are you going to take it off him? You know what I'm saying? How is he going to lose? How is he going to lose? And you don't want that with him right now. He's got to have an undefeated streak of, Christ, I would have to say about another year or so. You know what I'm saying? He has to go about a year.
Well, this is the way you do it. This is the way you can do it, honestly. Look at how
I have a prediction, by the way.
He destroyed Finn Balor, right?
Damn it, you're going to be...
Let him have the title for a year and a half, and let the freaking demon come and beat him. Because they did it perfectly.
And they did. And you know what? The Finn Balor, because that's one of my predicciones, is that Finn is going to interfere in this match. You know what I'm saying? That he's going to interfere in this match at Hell in a Cell. Like, I have a feeling. Because he wanted a couple months off. That's been since SummerSlam. So it kind of adds up about the time frame of when he wants to come back. So with that being said, I mean, it's like, I think that's going to happen so that way he doesn't get the title. There's going to be some kind of interference because it's not going to hurt him. It's a Hell in a Cell. I don't know. It's a lot of weird things that can happen in this match that won't damage Bray. Mm-hmm. Does he need the title? I would say right now, no. I think it's a little bit too soon. I think the build-up for him there was still more of a build-up for him as far as him just dominating everybody, scaring the shit out of everybody, just beating the crap out of everybody. They needed to still do that with him, I feel, before they even consider putting him up for the belt. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's too soon, my opinion.
But Tony, how long do you wait before you give him that opportunity then? Because
like I said, about a year. Give it about a year. Have him dominate, do this here and there. Treat him somewhat of a special attraction. Not too much, but a little bit. You know, like they have been, you know, because you only see The Fiend, for like 5 minutes on Raw?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that is fine. As long as he's still on TV, everybody looks forward to it, and they don't know what he's going to be doing. Keep him off TV for like a week, and everybody will be like, oh my God, what happened? Da-da-da. And then he comes back. You know, that's fine with his character, could work. After what's said and done, how he did this whole thing with Seth, then that's fine, you know, and then have him go for the title and then have him on another undefeated streak to where it's like, all right, who the fuck is going to beat Bray? You know? Now, Mimi, what do you think? Does he need the title or no?
No, I think he does not need the title at all. Not yet, because I agree 100% with you.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now, I'm not going to read comments because we went a long time and we got one more to go. So I'm going to read the other one. So, I mean, final thoughts on it, Rick. I mean, do you still really believe that he needs this title?
I don't think he needs it, but because you put him in this predicament, you cannot do anything other than pull him through the ring with the demon or drag him out of that cell, because he cannot take a pin. He cannot submit.
No.
And it's a Hell in a Cell match. There's no other way to lose that match.
Yeah, and
so you got to drag his ass through that ring.
He's been there's been dark matches where like I think Seth gave him like 6 curb stomps.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That should not be happening.
No. I mean, I thought it was cool how after the first...
He no-sold it.
Yeah, he no-sold it. He just got right the fuck up. So I thought that was pretty cool. So, I mean, if anybody else out there, if you guys have your opinions on it, go ahead. I didn't read the comments because, like I said, there's this one here I really wanted to get into. This one here.
Yeah, it's our season finale.
It's our season finale, yeah, exactly. This one I wanted to get into because I know this one irked Rick really bad. So, all right, so Matt Novak, our correspondent of the Seas, he posted this. And apparently this is off of the Bleacher Report's top 10 wrestlers of all time. So he posted, he said, some very questionable omissions here and all WWE/WWF thoughts on this. So now here's the Bleacher Report. This is their top 10 wrestlers of all time. Starting at number 1 is Stone Cold Steve Austin. Number 2 is Shawn Michaels. Number 3 is The Rock. Number 4 is Hulk Hogan. Number 5 is Ric Flair. Number 6 is The Undertaker. Number 7 is John Cena. Number 8 is The Macho Man. And number 9 is Roddy Piper. And number 10 is Mick Foley. All right, so now, Rick, go ahead and take over and tell me how you feel.
Are you kidding me with this list? Are you kidding me? Actually, listen, I am actually going to be serious right now. 1 through 9, I have not a problem with, except for one person, and that's Ric Flair.
Right.
Ric Flair does not belong on this list. And now, before anybody chops my head off, this is a top 10 WWE, WWF wrestlers of all time.
Right.
Ric Flair was not in WWE long enough to establish his career. And we said this a couple of weeks ago. Thanks, Clay Cummings, for reminding me. We said this a couple of weeks ago that Ric Flair had most of his fame in WCW and everywhere else, but not WWE. He only had 2 title reigns in WWE. So he does not belong in the WWF top 10.
No?
So I would replace him for sure.
With
I
who?
have a major with Bret Hart, with Andre the Giant, with Chris Jericho, with the Ultimate Warrior, with Kurt Angle. Any of those names would fit in right there. Mm-hmm. Now, those said names can also replace number 10, because there is no way, shape, or form that potato sack of a man, Mick Foley, belongs in a WWF top 10. Are you kidding me? That is egregious. That is preposterous.
So,
I'll tell you what it is.
Uh-oh.
It's churlish. And his damn body would fill in the toilet.
Now, I will say this. All right? I mean, I don't know how many people's really going to agree or disagree with this list. Everybody's list is different. Elio Canella, the host for Wrestling POV Global, he said, "Why is Bret Hart not on this list? Savage and Piper I had on my list, but there are some I'd replace." Clay Clemens, he said, "Flair did more in WCW than in WWE. Why is he on this list? I understand, great wrestler, but come on, fifth." I remember you guys talking about it 2 or 3 episodes ago. Did we? I don't remember.
Yes,
all right, so now, I mean, I kind of agree with this list, and I kind of don't agree with this list. But it's like I said, everybody's list is different. I don't think in God's green earth that there's ever going to be somebody with the same top 10. You know what I'm saying? It's always going to be different. I know Josh Sanders is probably like going crazy at the fact that Edge is not on this list. You know what I'm saying? I mean, seriously, he's probably like doing backflips and saying haberdasheries and saying, "What the hell's going on with this? This ain't the list I like. I don't like this list. Stone Cold.
Wrong one.
Edge. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, there's a lot of people that does deserve to be on this list. You know, does Eddie Guerrero deserve to be on the top 10 for his accomplishments, fighting his demons, what he has done, being a short guy, winning the title like that? Rey Mysterio is another one. Does he belong in the top 10 for everything that he's done in his career with WCW and WWE? He's done a lot. And he's still kicking it. He's still going. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that needs to be on this list that's not on this list. Do I agree with the number one? No, I honestly don't. I don't. I really don't. I don't think Stone Cold is number one. Did he have one of the biggest runs in WWE history? Yes, he has. I can't. There's no way of taking that away. You know, you put Stone Cold Steve Austin in any TV program, everybody's gonna say, "Whoa, Stone Cold's on there."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you, Tony. So, so the way they were rating this, I looked into it, was theme song, in-ring ability, mic skills, and one other thing. They gave Stone Cold's in-ring ability like a 9.
Really?
Now, listen, I love Stone Cold. His in-ring ability was not better than The Rock's.
No.
Was not better than Shawn Michaels. Was not better than
Undertaker.
Bret Hart, than Undertaker, right?
Yeah.
They also gave Mick Foley, for his mic skills, a 9.
No, he's terrible on the mic.
Yeah.
I mean, when he was Mankind, he was better at his promos as Mankind.
Yeah.
You know, but when he was doing like the other ones, what was the other ones he was doing? Dude Love. That was terrible.
Cactus Jack.
Cactus Jack. I mean, that was terrible. Well, no, Cactus Jack was more unorthodox. I don't know. His worst was Dude Love. I'm sorry, but as a top,
Mankind,
no.
Mankind never did like in-ring promos. Most of his promos were recorded.
And exactly, that's what I'm saying, and that's why they were good.
Yeah, exactly. So how?
Honestly, John Cena's promos probably the better one out of all these guys. Well, no, The Rock's up there too, but Shawn Michaels, I hated his promos. He was terrible.
Yes.
Hogan was the same thing. Every promo.
Yeah, they gave Hogan a 9
That's
for promos.
Preposterous.
It is.
You know, because Hogan is. Get the fuck out of here. Let me tell you something, brother. That's all it started with. Everybody knows what it is.
They gave, I believe they gave The Rock had the highest promo, I think.
And
then it was Ric Flair.
You know, I agree though. Ric Flair wasn't
over
that
Piper.
bad.
Over Piper.
Over Piper. I would say so.
Really?
Yeah.
I think Piper had a better promo than Flair.
No, well, because I mean, if you look at a lot of Ric Flair's promos, man, when he would you believed the shit he was saying, and the same thing with Roddy Piper too. They're both pretty close, but I have to say with Ric Flair, I think it was more so because he was so into his promos that you fucking believed every word he said.
Now the thing is with Ric Flair that I don't see is when Ric Flair was getting on a roll, that's when he was at his best.
Right.
But if you had a face-off, like a one-on-one back and forth promo, he wasn't that good.
Yeah.
But compared to Piper had you stuttering on your words and everything. Look, he got me flustered right now. So I would give Piper the edge. But listen, no way does Mick Foley belong in anybody's top 10. I am sorry. And if it's a WWF top 10, you have to take Ric Flair out. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right. So now let's if anybody else is got any questions or comments or whatever, put it on our Facebook page. And if we got to discuss it more, we'll discuss it more. With that being said, we're going to take a quick pause. Yeah? Are you done with it, Rick?
Yeah. It's our last pause of our season.
That's right. Season finale, folks. Sorry.
Season premiere next week.
So, now.
Oh, yeah!
All right, so now let's take a quick pause of the cause. When we come back, we got Raw, No SmackDown, NXT. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm WWE superstar Charlotte Flair, also known as the Queen, and listen to Wrestling POV podcast, and always do it with Flair. Woo!
We're back. We are back again. Do we got the AJ Styles book out of our system now?
I think so.
Are you sure? Holy cow. God. That was terrible. That was probably, for a season finale, that has to have been the worst. I don't even know what it's called. See, look, it happened. It went right back.
Damn.
Son of a bitch. Jesus, man. Oh, my God.
You can't handle the truth.
I guess I can. Jesus Christ. All right, you know what? It is time for Raw Notes. All right, for me, the highest point of Raw, honestly, and I can't believe I'm even going to say this, I have two of them. I have Sasha Banks versus Nikki Cross. I thought they gave Nikki a lot in this match. I thought this was really, really good. I gave it a 3.5 stars. And the other one that I liked was the five man for the number one for the title next week. Rey Mysterio versus Robert Roode, Ricochet, Shinsuke, and AJ Styles. Honestly, I did not think that Rey was going to win this.
Really?
I did not. No. For some reason, and I don't know why, I thought Robert Roode was going to win this. I thought they were finally. I did. I thought they were going to finally push him, and then when he was him and Rey were in the ring, I'm like, fuck, he's going to win this. I was like, okay, yes. And they did. This whole match for me was really good. I think it was tied up with the Sasha Banks and Nikki. I also gave it a 3.5. It was good. It was really good.
Last week I did call. I said they're gonna give Rey one more title run.
Yeah, and you know what? He deserves it. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. He does deserve at least one more title run. My God.
Mm-hmm. But why would you do this when he has a match up against Bray Wyatt?
I know, and that's the thing. Like, I was hoping maybe later. But then when they were next week at the season premiere, I'm like, you know what? Hold up, WWE. First of all, you're copying us with the season premiere. Second of all, it's like, how dare you? How dare you, Vince? How dare you?
It's clear as day that you go 189 episodes.
You know what? I want to know who the fuck has been telling Vince what we're doing. Who is Tekashi Snitch 9 around here? Blaka.
It was Miguel.
You know what? Get that motherfucker.
Because I no snitch. Takashi's
Snitch 9
is Mignell.
McNell. See, she got hooked and she got hooked. See, I can't even fucking say it.
Right now, she got hooked, line, and sinker.
I'm trying to say she got hit with the AJ Styles book. God dang. I can't. Oh, I almost choked. All right. The lowest point for me was Rusev versus EC3. Granted, I like the fact that Rusev is back, but they're still hurting my man in EC3, man. He can do shit. But the thing of it is, I'm watching this match, and I'm like, wow, this match is bad. It was terrible, but Rusev picked up the pace, and he covered a lot of shit that EC3 was making a lot of mistakes. I'm sorry to say, I know EC3 is a good wrestler, but he was not good at all in this match. Terrible. This lowest point for me was a 2.
Sure.
All right. Mimi.
Well, I was like you with the Sasha Banks and Nikki.
Really?
Yes. I enjoyed that match a lot. But my lowest was Lacey Evans versus Ember Moon.
Really?
Yeah,
actually, that was my second lowest.
They keep hurting my girl Ember Moon.
Yeah, I agree, but at least no. There's no explanation for that.
No.
So, You're right. All right, Rick.
For me, first of all, I just want to say that Nikki Cross and Sasha Banks match was way too long to be considered the best match of the night. I'm
They
sorry.
gave Nikki a lot to do in this match, and I'm glad they did. It's better than them herbing her.
Mm-hmm. And the Rey Mysterio thing was predictable.
I didn't think so.
I thought it was predictable.
No!
For me, the high point was the OC versus the Viking Raiders. I thought that was a really good match.
Yeah,
I gave that a 3.5.
I gave it a 3. That was my second one.
Yeah, I gave that I really liked it a lot. Evans and Moon was the lowest point. I gave that a 1. Lacey Evans, if you're gonna do the sharpshooter, do it right.
Yeah.
And WWE, if you're gonna give her somebody to do the sharpshooter on, don't let her do it on someone with thighs that thick. I mean, ain't no way you gonna bend that thing. You know what I'm saying?
True. That is true.
For me, overall, I gave Raw a 2.08 stars.
Wow, I gave Raw a 2.85 this week. Mimi.
Really?
Yeah.
I gave Raw 2.71.
Wow. Alrighty. So there you go. Those are the points for Raw. Rick, you know what you got.
All right. It's time for the SmackDown!
Wow, wow, wow.
Degenerate into something fool. We just got tired of doing what you told us to do. That's a break, boy. Yeah, that's a break, little man. Break it down.
Did I just eat off?
Yeah, don't ever do that again, Rick.
All right. For me, the highest point has to be Ali versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I thought this was an off-the-chart kind of match. I really like Ali. I like the way he looks. I like the way he performs in the ring. I think he's an interesting character.
Ali?
Shinsuke Nakamura, yeah, Ali for sure. Shinsuke Nakamura did his thing. I'm liking the pairing with Sami Zayn. But Sami Zayn needs to get back in the ring.
He does.
Do a tag team or something. So I gave that match a 3.5. I really enjoyed it. I loved the physicality of it all. And Ali can go for days.
He can.
I had 2 low points. I had Gable versus Kanellis as a low point. I gave it a 1. Chad Gable, I'm sorry. I don't see why he has to fight Mike Kanellis. Just keep him on Raw and fighting Corbin if that's what you want to do. I mean, you had him fight for another 40 minutes on Raw. Why would you have him fight for 40 seconds on SmackDown?
Yeah.
My second low point was also a 1 with the Shane KO promo with the ladder match, career versus career. It was so rushed. Like, Shane was like, all right, KO, get to the point, because they were ending the show.
Yeah.
So they had one more segment after that, so they had to rush that part. So it was just like, wait, why would Shane be rushing Kevin Owens like that? So I gave that a 1 as well.
Right.
Tony, what you give SmackDown?
Now, I had a couple low points, actually. And I actually, very low. Very, very low. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Now, the Kofi promo, 0.5. I fucking hated it. It was just bad. Just bad. Actually, this had a lot of New Day of the low points, which was another 0.5 I gave it was New Day versus B-Team. Why? What was the purpose of that match? None.
To build New Day back up for titles.
It's ridiculous. And but those were my only 2. There was a lot of 1s too, which was the Shane and of course the Chad Gable. So I do agree with that big time. Now, surprisingly, the highest point for me for SmackDown was Eric Rowan versus Daniel Bryan. I really like this match. Eric Rowan was really, really stepping up his game. And I did have second Ali versus Shinsuke. I gave it a 3. But the Eric Rowan, Daniel Bryan had a nasty spot where his foot got caught in the rope.
Ooh, yeah.
You see that? Oh, man, I could tell. And you saw Eric Rowan, like, he didn't panic, which was good. You know, sometimes, because at the end of the day, you're there to protect each other. And I saw Eric Rowan's face the minute that happened. He's like, fuck. And he tried picking him up, and then I can tell Daniel was just keep hitting me or something, and then that's why he just kept hitting him, and then he backed off just so that way Daniel can lift himself up and over with the help of the referee. So that was probably, even though that was a fucked up spot, it was still a good match. It looked like Eric Rowan hurt his arm, though, from that spot. So we'll see what happens after that. If he comes up all bandaged up next week, then, that's what happened. But that was it. That's all I had as the highest point. I really liked that spot. Mimi.
Well, I had 3 low points. Kofi promo, the Mike Kanellis, and Chad Gable, and, of course, the New Day. They all had 5s. If I could give them a 0, I would have gave them each a 0.
Yeah.
And I also had 3 high points, which was the Eric Rowan and Daniel Bryan, Charlotte Carmella, and Sasha, and also the Ali and Shinsuke. That was a phenomenal match.
Was a good match.
It was a great match.
All right, so Rick, overall,
I had SmackDown with the 1.875.
Wow, I had a 1.61.
And I had an even 1.5.
Wow. Really close, but
bad,
you know what? It's kind of accurate, so it just goes to show.
It definitely was.
Wow.
Listen up, fans. Make sure you check out collarandelbowbrand.com. Go to collarandelbowbrand.com. Save yourself 10% by using promo code WPOV. They got some new shirts out there. They got some hoodies, got some hats, they got some sunglasses. Still got to talk to Al Snow about that underwear, though. Save yourself 10% by using promo code WPOV. Miguel, let the people know where they can catch us. Okay, so make sure you go to our Facebook page at Wrestling POV, our Instagram at Wrestling POV1, and our Twitter page at Wrestling POV. And don't forget to check out the guys on Wrestling POV Global every Thursday on iTunes, YouTube, Podbean, Spotify, iHeartRadio for free. And they cover everything from AEW, NXT UK, Ring of Honor, Impact, New Japan, MLW, and more. Okay, Mimi Goody.
Nah. It's time
Threw you off guard, huh?
I know. I'm like, NXT POV. Mamma mia. All right. Well, my high point with this was Matt Riddle and Jillian Dane.
Jillian Dane. Who's Jillian Dane?
I don't know.
You know
that Jillian Dane, Jillian Dane sister right there.
And, that was a really high point for me. A low point was Cameron Grimes versus Raul Mendoza.
Right?
Terrible.
That was terrible.
What is with this guy Grimes?
Exactly. What do they see in him?
I don't know, but I think Raul Mendoza was way better fighter than freaking this Cameron
Of course,
guy.
he was.
And it's like they Herbert, my boy there. He's my new boy, by the way. So overall, I gave it a 2.
All right. Well, for me, the same thing. The highest point was the Matt Riddle versus Jillian Dane. But it was a really good match. I mean, these guys really went at each other. I gave it a 3.5. The lowest point, same as Mimi's, it was Cameron Grimes versus Raul Mendoza. There was no reason for this match at all.
None.
They're trying to do this shit to where, they want to be in competition with AEW, and they throw this shit. What the fuck do they see in Cameron Grimes?
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
I have no clue.
This Raul Mendoza guy was so much better than he was. Character-wise, wrestling-wise, it's like, wow, done. Of course, the appearance of Breezango teaming up with Kushida. And who was that girl that wrestled Rhea Ripley? I know her last name was Carter. What was her first name, though? I couldn't catch her first name.
Well, I wrote down Carter.
So did I. So it's Carter.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they need to work with her. She can be a good tag team with Ember Moon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I can see that.
You know what I'm saying? She is good. And apparently, the higher-ups, they got their eye on her. So just keep an eye on her. Rick.
All right, for me, my high point was 3.5, and it was for Keith Lee and Dikajokovic.
Who?
This match, Dikajokovic.
Oh, okay. All right, I forgot we got hit with the AJ Styles book today.
This was definitely a great match. Keith Lee, listen, I saw people that never watched NXT talking about this, and they were just like, I never watched NXT, but Keith Lee is a guy to watch out for. The crowd is behind them. Apparently, they're gonna keep this going. They're tied 1-1, and they have one double count out, so they're gonna keep it going.
It'll be at a takeover.
Listen, both of these guys are great.
Both of them.
So
both of them.
They do good with an F. Both.
Yes.
My low point, fucking Grimes. It's a crime for Grimes to be in this spot. Versus Mendoza.
Yeah.
First of all, his body is disgusting. Like, listen,
It
if we're
is.
gonna talk about women's wrestlers and how they gotta stay in shape and all this stuff, I'm gonna talk about Grimes. And here I go. His hair is nasty. His body hair is gross. His wrestling gear is horrible. This match was long. And it had no reason. He just fought for 10 seconds last week. Why would you give him like a 15-minute match and have Raul Mendoza winning most of it and then have this curb stomping wannabe? First of all, he has a trail of hair going up his ass crack. I mean, brother,
You know, I
save
wasn't
it.
even
You're not
looking,
Cesaro.
man.
It's nasty, bro. Jesus,
Wow.
I gave NXT an overall of 2 stars, though.
Yeah.
So that was my
For me, overall, I gave NXT a 2.14 stars.
All right, well, with that, now it's time for Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT. Raw is currently ahead 11 to NXT's 10 to SmackDown's 3. And listen, fans, you know, every week we're voting, and this is just getting bad for SmackDown. SmackDown is coming up on Fox.
They need to
this
turn it
Friday. They gotta turn it up. They gotta do something. They got The Rock showing up next week. They got Goldberg. They got Undertaker. They got all these old some bitches gonna be there. Stone Cold, and all these guys. I'm telling you, if JR had a top 10 of WWE wrestlers of all time, it would be Stone Cold, 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 Undertaker.
10 times he had to say it.
So 9 Stone Colds and 1 Undertaker. Raw is ahead 11 to 3 to 10. My vote this week went to Raw with 2.08. NXT was right there, right behind them, and SmackDown was just bad. So my vote this week is for Raw.
Wow. Mimi.
I'm the same way. I had Raw, NXT, and SmackDown.
Yeah, same thing. I had Raw with a 2.8. I had NXT with a 2.1 and SmackDown with a 1.6. Man, these guys got to pick it up, and they got to pick it up quick.
I don't know if John Morrison would help going to SmackDown.
I think it would.
Bray Wyatt is not going to SmackDown,
he'll be-
as long as Bray Wyatt is on Raw, it's going to be hard to beat Raw. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. And, you know, like even the way we had our points in today, you know, I mean, it's funny because of the fact that none of our points that we said that was the highest point of Raw, none of it involved Bray Wyatt.
No.
So just imagine, you know, the high points that we picked plus Bray Wyatt when he gets going.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy.
All right, with that, so Raw is ahead 12 now to NXT's 10 to SmackDown's 3. And, make sure you guys check out our season premiere next week because this is the season finale. 189 episodes in.
You know,
Tony, it's time for El Libro.
yes, it is. And I went Dracula. Sound like Dracula.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it is. All right, for those that are new to the show, basically what we do is we put the most ridiculous things that happen in the week of wrestling. And I think the Bleacher Report, honestly, should be in this because that was ridiculous.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? So we just put the things that happened that in the week of wrestling, and then it turns into a month, and then 3 months, then 6 months, then a year. If that happens, we put them in a section of the book that's called the Lifer, and we never talk about it again, but we do remember them. We do. So, with that being said, we ready?
Yes.
All righty. First entrant we have is Matt Riddle's Chunkless.
His
He's
chancla
wearing them.
slippers.
Now he got a little
stays
zipper on.
Yeah, I saw Lafayette, Louisiana crowd.
until they
Till
go
they
to
go
last.
back.
Nicole Cross, she's been changing. I think she's doing
Yeah.
I think
come
it's
out.
time. Yeah.
I think it's time,
Bailey's badunkadunk.
That goes stay.
That shit stays. You know what I'm saying? Wow, book's getting shorter. Lacey Evans Veggie Wedgie.
That stays too.
That's
Man, it was worse this past week.
I know. It was going.
Wow.
Or better for some people.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
better for some.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Chad Gable's butt chin.
I think it's time to come
Yeah,
out.
he hasn't done it in a while. Dick Flair. It stays. It stays.
Yo,
He's
you
gonna
know
be there
how
next
big
week.
of a dick he is? Exactly. That he's gonna be there. He's either senile or he's just the biggest dick in the world.
Exactly. Charlotte's fist the butt.
That stays.
That definitely stays. Booker T's booger beard. I want to see what happens at the
Yeah.
pay-per-view because if
Until
he's
he
gonna
shaves
be,
it.
if it's not shaved, it stays. If it's shaved, then we'll take him off. And finally, Cesaro's high waters.
Well, then you might as well put all of Imperium because they had the same thing on.
We'll see. We'll see what happens next week. Obviously, they'll be on there. So let's, because I didn't notice it.
Yeah.
We'll see next week. We'll see
May
next week.
please have your attention. The store will be closing in 5 minutes.
All right. Well, that's our cue. That is time to go. But before we go, I play a song on my playlist of over 2 Brazilian songs in my phone. And basically, all you do is just guess, people. Beat the Wrestling POV crew. That's all you're doing. That's how we ride off into the sunset until next week, where we have our season. What's it called?
Premiere.
Season premiere. Big couldn't even say it. It's the season premiere. So our season premiere, where it's crazy. Why? Because it's the pay-per-view points game for Hell in a Cell. Who's going to be our champion for our season premiere?
Me.
No. Anyways, with that being said, I am your host Tony Diaz, along with
Mimi Goody.
and the third wheel.
Rick Serrano III.
And our intern.
Miguel Cole. It's our season finale.
It's our season finale.
Adios.
Love, peace, and wrestling. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace out.
All right, we ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Sir. Legion of Doom.
Sounds like we were get out of bed.
One of the greatest tag teams in the history of wrestling, in my opinion. Seriously.
Yeah, I mean, who didn't put their younger sibling on their shoulders for a doomsday device?
I didn't have younger siblings, but I have nephews and nieces. Beautiful nieces.
No. Fuckers. Season finale. Damn.
A fiend.
We're done. Till next week.
Peace out.